morning and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, July 28, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Tennessee Department of Revenue has settled a case against a Manchester businessman. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has added 2 individuals to the agency's top 10 most wanted list. We'll take you to last weekend's Country Music Fest. Dr. Bill Bass, who founded the University of Tennessee Body Farm, is coming to Tullahoma this Friday. And we'll speak with the mayor of Shelbyville about the upcoming Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday Miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hello, my name is Ray Norris. I'm a candidate for alderman in the August 6th election. I'm a 49-year resident of Tullahoma and understand the needs of our city. I have an aerospace business background and worked for Microcraft for 31 years, helping grow that company from a 25-man regional machine shop to a nationally recognized company with over 700 employees. After retiring from Microcraft, I started my own consulting business and have been very active in civic and service organizations, including Rotary, in which I served as district governor for the eastern half of the state. As your alderman, I'll strive to bring new industry and retail business to our city. I'll be accessible and responsive. I'll listen to your concerns and I'll help you find solutions to your problems. I'd be honored to have your vote and serve as your alderman. Thank you.
Welcome back. State revenue officials say a Manchester man has pleaded no contest in connection with criminal charges alleging he failed to remit sales tax over a 6-month period. The Department of Revenue says John Constantine, age 47, entered the plea agreement earlier this month after he was indicted by a Coffee County grand jury on 7 counts of sales tax evasion in January. Revenue agents say Constantine failed to pay state taxes, sales taxes on used cars sold through his Haddon Motor Company location on Hillsborough Boulevard from December 2012 through June 2013. Haddon will serve 4 years of supervised probation and pay the state some $43,000 in restitution. Following his indictment, Constantine told the Manchester Times accounting problems involved in taking over the business led to the sales tax issue. He said he tried to resolve the problem, but state agents proceeded to press criminal charges.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has 2 new additions to the state's top 10 most wanted list. They are Daryl Antoine Starks and Terrence Christopher Kimbrough, both of Nashville. Starks and Kimbrough are wanted by the Metro Nashville Police Department and Tennessee Bureau of Investigation on multiple charges stemming from multiple incidents, including first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, reckless endangerment, and weapons violations. Starks, age 31, pictured on the left, is an African-American man with black hair and brown eyes. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs approximately 160 pounds. Kimbrough, age 18, pictured on the right, is an African-American man with black hair and brown eyes. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighs approximately 210 pounds. Both men are believed to be in possession of firearms and should be considered extremely dangerous. Anyone with information about the whereabouts of Starks or Kimbrough are urged to call the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-TBI-FIND. There are $1,000 rewards for information leading to the arrest of each individual.
State Supreme Court Justice Gary Wade, a target of a failed ouster campaign led by Republican Senate Speaker Ron Ramsey last year, said he plans to retire in September. Wade was the Supreme Court's Chief Justice when Ramsey last year decided to pour at least $605,000 from his Political Action Committee into trying to defeat him and 2 other justices appointed by then-Governor Bill Bredesen, a Democrat. That was Phil Bredesen, rather. But supporters of Wade, Connie Clark, and Sharon Lee mounted a vigorous campaign to keep the justices, and the normally routine yes-no ballot question about retaining justices turned into one of the hottest races of the year, featuring a blitz of TV ads around the state. Ultimately, voters overwhelmingly returned all 3 to the bench for another 8-year term.
The Motlow College Foundation is now offering scholarship opportunities for students enrolled in the Accelerated College Express or ACE program at the college. Eligibility for the scholarship requires students to meet all requirements for admission to Motlow and the ACE program, to be in good standing with Motlow, to have a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or better if prior college experience applies, to be full-time under the ACE program guidelines, and to have financial need as evidenced by FAFSA. The ACE scholarship may pay up to $1,000 per semester depending on the amount of any other scholarships and/or grants received by the student. An ACE scholarship award is contingent upon the availability of funds and not guaranteed from one semester to the next. In order to retain the scholarship, the recipient must reapply for the scholarship each academic year, and the student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or better each semester. A selection committee will determine scholarship recipients.
A section of Highway 41A is being named in honor of a city educator. Tullahoma Community Coordinator Winston Brooks stopped by our studios to tell us more.
Let me tell you about something else that's coming up on August 8th. That's another Saturday. It's very exciting. The We Care Committee, kind of headed up by Paul Cooley, is going to help dedicate the stretch of 41A from Carroll Street to Franklin County line as the C.D. Stamps Highway. And as you know, C.D. Stamps was a great figure here in Tullahoma for many, many years. Great educator. And they have worked really hard to have the state legislature memorialize that stretch of highway as the C.D. Stamps Highway. And so August 8th at 10 a.m. they're going to have a sign unveiling. And it's in conjunction with the Davidson Academy reunion. So a lot of people will be down there for that. But if you just want to come out and support the organization and show your support for C.D. Stamps, contact me at City Hall 454-2648, but it's going to be down there based around the C.D. Stamps Community Center.
Is there a time set yet?
August 8th at 10 a.m.
10 a.m., okay.
Yes.
All right.
So that's exciting, and watch for news on that.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
It's new car discount season at Stan McNabb Chevy, and we have prices that'll beat anybody else. New vehicles up to $17,000 off. Check out this brand new 2015 Chevy Sonic, only $14,600. Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Stan McNabb has all the new car brands you love in one location. And don't forget, we'll match or beat any dealer's price or give you a check for $500. And check us out online or schedule your service at stanmcnabb.com.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home, our family caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. This past weekend, the Wild Sage Entertainment Group presented the first annual Independent Country Music Festival on the grounds of the South Jackson Civic Center in Tullahoma. There were around 50 vendors on site, the Kids Zone was full of fun things for the young ones, and 25 independent entertainers came from all over the Mid-South to perform. Newsleader's John Gray stopped by and brings us this report.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the grounds of South Jackson Civic Center, and this is the Independent Music Tullahoma Country Music Festival, and this place is packed with vendors, and folks, there's everything from ice cream to you name it, and there's up to 26 bands playing here over the next 3 days. And there's everything from ice cream in a fire truck to glow sticks and bubble machines. Look there. Wild Bill, there's Wild Bill's old-fashioned soda pop company. And I think Curly Purtis is on the stage right now. And that's one of the featured bands.
Still looking for a place where I belong. Yeah, I know. Oh, yes, I know. Where I belong.
Sitting around listening to this music, and again there's all kinds of vendors, everything from balloons to jewelry to clothing, you name it. They've got food, they've got it all right here on the property of South Jackson Civic Center. It is the Independent Tullahoma Country Music Festival. All right, I'm here with Josh and Justin right now, the promoters of the Tullahoma Country Music Festival that's taking place over the last 3 days, and these guys are both either brown or burned. It's been hot out here. How have things gone, man?
I think it went well. We had a great time here in Tullahoma with this. We've had some great bands come in from all across the East Coast. It's been hot, very hot, and we're thankful for everybody that came out and supported us.
Well, you had a lot of vendors here, and Justin, I noticed you're a little bit tanner than Josh is. You must have used sunscreen.
Yes, we got a little bit on there, and everybody's just had a great time today. It's been fun, and we look forward to next year.
All right, so you think we'll try this again?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's great. I tell you what, these are two entrepreneurs right here in Tullahoma involved in the independent music business, and we're mighty proud that they've chosen here to have this event. And guys, just good luck and thank you.
Thanks.
And we hope to see you next time.
One of the featured bands at the festival was the award-winning group Curly Purtis from Jamestown, Tennessee. Let's watch a portion of their performance.
I want to see the world, I want you by my side, forever and always, until the day I die, laughing and enjoying every single loud word. My life is like a bloom, and you're my bright flower. Need you near me, we need to be together, walking into hate. Through the stormy weather, love is like a drug in my head, make me go all around. I'll drink your salt water to wash you all the way down. And all I can think about is you, and all I can dream about is you, and all I wanna be about is you. You're so addictive, all I can think about is you, and all I can dream about is you, and all I wanna be about is you. You're so addictive. See the world, I want you by my side, forever and always, until the day I die.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The wait is finally over. The 2015 50th anniversary Ford Mustang is finally here. This is one awesome vehicle. Let me give you a few stats on this V8 Mustang. 435 horsepower, independent rear suspension, 25 miles per gallon, and this is the one you've been waiting for. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Don't blink an eye or you'll miss it. Come by Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester and check it out. The 2015 Mustang, the all-new redesign, will leave you speechless.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. Dr. Bill Bass, who founded the University of Tennessee Body Farm, is coming to Tullahoma this Friday as a guest of Tullahoma Funeral Home. John spoke with Brian McAdams from the funeral home about Dr. Bass's visit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest on with me right now that I'm really excited about, Mr. Brian McAdams, and he is with the Tullahoma Funeral Home. And what is so exciting is when I was in college, I had a professor at the University of Tennessee, the renowned Dr. Bass, who taught me about landforms and geology. Well, little did I know that this would be the same guy who later on in his life would be a forensic archaeologist. And Brian's here to talk about Dr. Bass is coming to Tullahoma, not this week.
Yes.
But next week.
Yes, sir. That's on July the 31st.
July the 31st. And what day is that on?
That's on a Friday evening. It's going to be from 4:30 until 6 p.m. We're going to have a reception time there at Tullahoma Funeral Home. And then at 6 o'clock, he is going to give us a speech on the history of the body farm.
And that some people might think, wait a minute, we're at a funeral home and we're talking about a body farm.
Right.
Explain a little bit about what the body farm is.
The body farm is something that is used, that Dr. Bass developed, that is used for investigation, for forensic investigators, for people that are trying to figure out the decomposition and things like that in order to solve mysteries, cases, and things like that.
And so, there's a show that I watch some on television called Bones.
Right.
And, and a lot of these shows now, CSI and all of that, they use, forensics has become a popular thing as far as watching this stuff on TV. But
numerous shows about
right. But Dr. Bass is the one who actually developed a lot of these techniques and a lot of these things, and has been used by the FBI and everybody all over the United States to help solve cases.
He's 80, I want to say 83, 84 years old, and he has a building named after him, the William Bass Anthropology Center there at the University of Tennessee, and he's just done so many great things. Author, I think he's written eight or nine books published under the name Jefferson Bass. Very interesting man. Very interesting man. One of the things that I love about Dr. Bass, he and I've met with him and known him for many years and become friends with him, and every time I talk to him, it is something different. It's always a new piece of information that I learned from him, and he is such an educated and smart man that he can talk from a kindergartner all the way up to the PhD, and they can understand anywhere in between. They can understand him, and he's just a genuine person.
Right. So again on this now, when's he going to come? When's he going to be in town?
He will be in town. Yes, he will be in town Friday, July the 31st, from 4:30 to 6 at the funeral home. And what we'll be doing is having a reception from that time, and then at 6 o'clock, he will be doing a presentation for us at 6 o'clock for the presentation and the history of the body farm.
Very good. Will he be available early? Y'all going to Rotary or anything like that for lunch?
We are. I'm gonna have him attend my Rotary club there at the Noon Rotary. And, and eat some lunch and hang out.
Show him around. Hang out with some folks.
Take him around the big city of Tullahoma.
There you go. There's a lot happening here.
That's right.
Well, listen. We appreciate you for coming on and talking about this, and we appreciate you because I know you're the reason he's here.
Right.
And bringing somebody of that notoriety to town and give everybody an opportunity to to see what your favorite television show, what it's like for real. The guy who really does this type of work.
That's right.
It's a good thing. Ryan, thanks a bunch, buddy.
Thank you.
And thank you to the folks over at Tullahoma Funeral Home for doing this and bringing this to our community.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The Walking Horse National Celebration is coming up at the end of August. Channel 6's Jerry Harris spoke with the mayor of Shelbyville about the economic impact of the event and the concerns of the city about the enforcement of the Horse Protection Act by the USDA.
Here with Wallace Cartwright, the mayor of Shelbyville, Tennessee, and we're getting ready for the celebration, the 77th. So is the city ready?
Oh, we're ready. We stay ready.
Mm-hmm. So what effect does it have on the economy here?
Well, it really brings things up for us in tax dollars and everything, and the hotel, motel taxes and all. And, you know, it used to bring in like about $40 million a year.
Right.
And people just can't realize how much it does bring in to this community. And, of course, all of our civic clubs and band, the bands for different schools and all have booths and all out there, and everything that they do over the years' time this is where they get their funding from, and it's really a great asset to have them out there working and taking care of concessions and everything, and getting the funds that they need to do all the
Lions Club.
Charitable.
Right.
Lions Club, of course, they do the programs and done it for years. And I used to be in Lions Club, and I always liked that program because, you know, about 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, you could quit. The ones in the booth had to keep working.
Right. That's it. Y'all once y'all get through selling to get everybody in, you're ready to go.
Right.
Well, I know this year we're looking to have a real good celebration. Now, it's leading up, but of course, we still, every year we have things look real good leading up to the celebration, and then all of a sudden everything changes as far as the inspections. This year, I will figure that it will happen the same way. And I know there's a big push right now from the industry and different people such as myself. We would like to see the USDA give credit to this industry, to the walking horse industry, especially the show affiliated events, because they show a consistent 98% compliance rate.
You know, one of the things that bothers me is and this is just my opinion or my thinking, it just seems like that they're trying to shut down the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. Last year, the horses that were turned down here at our celebration were showing in South Carolina.
That's right.
After the show. I mean, after the celebration was over, they was going to South Carolina. The very horses that were turned down here were showing over there with no problem.
That's right.
And it just makes me feel like that they're just after the celebration to try to shut it down in any way they can. And I don't know why. I don't understand why that they want to do it. You're going to have a few bad apples anywhere you go in anything you do.
Right.
And all of the guys that are showing now, in my opinion, know that this is their livelihood.
Correct.
And they're not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize their livelihood. I mean, that's all they do. I mean, that's all they've done all their lives.
That's their life.
And if they're shut down where they can't, you know, if they go in and they're sore and they're thrown out and they're suspended from showing in the celebration or any other show, you know, their livelihood is gone.
That's true.
I don't understand why the people keep trying to shut it down. Well, I don't know of any other show that has been scrutinized like the Walking National Celebration has. You know, I know they've got the Dixie Jubilee, you know, several different big shows all around. To my knowledge, I've never heard of any of them being hit like the Tennessee Walking Horse Night.
Well, this is our World Grand Championship.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Tullahoma High School head football coach John Olive, who will tell us about his plans for the upcoming football season. Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell will drop by and let us know what we need to plan for with school starting this week, and we'll get a taste of what to expect at the annual South Jackson Goes Country, which starts August the 7th. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weekly, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1952 at 106 degrees. The record low was in 1962 at 53 degrees. Average high on this day is 89 and the average low is 67. Tonight, look for a chance of storms in your forecast with a low of around 72. Partly cloudy weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 92 and a low of 73, and a chance of storms in your forecast again for Thursday with a high of 88 and a low of 67. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.